Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome our guest of honor for this evening, Minister in the Prime Minister's Office and Secretary General of the National Trades Unions Congress, Minister Chan Chun Sing. Let's give him a nice big round of applause, shall we? Accompanying him, Deputy CEO SPH Patrick Daniel, Editor The Business Times Mr. Alvin Tay, Managing Director KPMG Mr. Ong Pang Dai, OCBC Global Commercial Banking Head Mr. Linus Goh. Let's give them another big hand, shall we? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may be seated.
Welcome once again, Minister Chan. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's kick off this night in style with a bang. Please welcome the Urban Drum Crew.
Let's give them a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. They are the Urban Drum Crew. And now, please welcome your host for tonight, television's Nikki Mueller.
Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Big round of applause. This is your big night. This is how we do it in style. Thank you all for being here. You have come to the right place. And thank you once again, Urban Drum Crew. You were amazing. Did you enjoy that? Definitely, huh? Incredible. Thank you very much for not splashing me because my gown is on loan. Many, many thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. This room right now is filled with some of the best businesses in Singapore. And that is not a small feat. Could you give yourselves a big round of applause? You made it. You actually made it. The world is watching. You have got the stamp of approval from the most prestigious awards in business that Singapore could ever offer you. All right, so I just want to let you know that you have arrived. Take in this moment. You're going to remember this night for a very long time. But please remember that you have arrived. And I don't mean through the traffic jam and the rain you arrive in Resorts World. I mean symbolically, you have honestly done so well. The hard work, the blood, sweat, and tears over the years, it has not been easy, but you have made it. You are at the top. So welcome once again. You were a part of the 2016 Enterprise 50 Awards Gala Dinner. Do you know how many people want to be in this room? I know there's a lot of people in this room, but there are many others who want to be here. But alas, only the best make it. So I promise you it's going to be a long night, but it is going to be a night that you will never, ever forget. My name is Nikki Mueller. This is my second time to host this prestigious awards. Absolutely inspiring. I love my job because I'm literally in a room with some of the best entrepreneurs in the world. Is that not cool? That's quite cool. I love it. I love it. Well done. Well done. What you have done, and you'll hear this time and time again, is you have shown grit, you have shown glory, passion, creativity, determination against all odds. And that is what I really respect and admire about entrepreneurs. There's something very different about entrepreneurs. You know, you're like another breed of human. There's like an extra gene in your DNA because you don't sleep. You are in it to win it. You stop at nothing. Even if someone tells you you can't do it, you follow your gut and you do it anyway. You follow the big ideas, and you don't stop until you've made it. And believe me, tonight you will realize the view is much better from the top. So enjoy this moment. Many people want to be here. And stay hungry, stay humble, stay nimble, and remember that you deserve to be here. So do me a big favor, just for once. Could you do me a favor and look to the person on your left or on your right? Even if you've never met them before, it won't be awkward for very long. Just look them in the eye and say, "You did good." Can I know it's incorrect English, but that's not the point. You just say you did good. You know, we celebrate tonight. You are rock stars. Your victories, your triumphs, your successes. The thing is, can you imagine how hard it was for the judges, the assessors, to go through all the nominations? Everyone has done well. Whoever was nominated was pretty good at what they do. But you only can have 50. That's point. So there's no better person to tell you how difficult that was, how prestigious the 22nd edition is, than the co-organizer himself. So could you please give a big round of applause for Mr. Ong Pang Tai, managing partner at KPMG in Singapore. Come on down, monsieur. The floor is yours.
Thank you. Well, my last speech that I made, I was given a outdated or different speech. So I hope that this is a correct one. If it doesn't sound like E50, please excuse me. But most importantly, I don't read the minister's speech by accident. All right, guest of honor, Minister Chan Chun Sing, distinguished guests from our co-organizer, the Business Times, our sponsor, OCBC, and our supporting organizations, i.e. Singapore, Singapore Business Federation, Singapore Exchange, and Spring Singapore, and especially to our Enterprise 50 participants. Ladies and gentlemen, a good evening and a warm welcome to the 2016 Enterprise 50 Awards. I'm honored to be in the presence of so many distinguished guests many of whom are pioneering business leaders. The theme of this year's E50 Awards, Building Future-Ready Enterprise, is especially appropriate given the current business climate. Customers are constantly demanding greater value they receive and better quality goods and services at a more competitive pricing. A future-ready enterprise is one that embraces ideas and technologies, innovates, and ultimately transforms to meet unfulfilled customers' needs. It is more customer-centric, more agile, and more scalable than before. With the increasing competition and competitiveness in the shipping industry, BLPL Singapore has integrated an innovative software system into their daily operations to raise productivity and reduce expenses. The system allows the company to analyze the data for each container, thus maximizing the use of their containers. This gives them the ability to adopt a relentless focus on their customers' needs and look for opportunities to add value within supply chain. Given our small domestic market and an increasingly competitive economic landscape, going into new markets is also, for many of our winners, a part of their growth strategies. 54% of this year's E50 winners generate revenue from overseas markets. One such company is Linhoff Technologies. The company started off by marketing its asphalt mixing plant in Asia, specifically in Southeast Asia. It forms alliances with its network of overseas distributors and agents to tap into different sectors in each country. By expanding its business beyond the shores of Singapore, Linhoff has maintained and grown its revenues. I know from talking to the judges, it was not an easy task with encouragingly good and solid entries this year. Awards like the E50 are important because they give well-deserved recognition to the entrepreneurial efforts of companies like yourself. They also showcase to the public the hard work, drive, commitment, and innovation of those involved in the business. When KPMG celebrated our Diamond Jubilee last month, we reflected on the firm's journey since we were set up in Singapore in 1941. We could not have achieved so much over the past 75 years if not for the support of our clients and the support of the Singapore community. As owners of local businesses, you play a vital role in local society and communities. It is no longer enough simply to look after your businesses. Enterprises of the future must also be seen as being responsible members of their local communities. This means building public trust between our businesses and our community through, for example, in hiring and sourcing policies. Being a responsible member of your local community will enhance your business reputation and customer loyalty, which will strengthen the sustainability of your business. As part of KPMG's ongoing efforts to work with the community, the firm launched our Progressive Wages Pledge last month. This initiative will see KPMG focus on our lowest paid workers with the goal of raising their wages through enhanced training and job redesign for greater productivity. The Progressive Wages Pledge is on top of our inclusive employment initiative launched over the last year. KPMG is proud to be co-organizing this prestigious award, and my heartiest congratulations to the winners tonight. In closing, I would like to acknowledge our sponsor, OCBC, our co-organizer, the Business Times, and our supporting organizations, i.e. Singapore, Singapore Business Federation, SGX, and Spring Singapore. Their valuable assistance and support has been instrumental in the success of the E50 Awards. To all of you present today, thank you for inspiring those around you, and no matter how tough our journey can get, we must continue to believe that we build our own future. Have a good evening. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ong. Appreciate that. Thank you for reminding us what we need to do to stay on top of our game as we celebrate tonight. Next, it gives me great pleasure to be inviting a gentleman from our sponsor, of course, OCBC Bank. So please, everyone in this room, please put your hands together for Mr. Linus Goh, Head of Global Commercial Banking in Singapore. Good to see you again, sir.
Mr. Chansan Singh, Minister in the Prime Minister's Office, Mr. Ong Pang Tai, Managing Partner of KPMG Singapore, Mr. Elvin Tay, Editor of the Business Times, winners of the E50 award this evening, ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to all. For the past 22 years, the E50 Awards has showcased the best of Singapore's private enterprises. Scanning each list of winners since 1995, you quickly get a sense of the broader economy and of its development over the past 2 decades. How each sector, industry, and business has changed, which have led or lagged at different times, and you get a glimpse of the drivers behind the success of the E50 enterprises. Over the years, each cohort of E50 winners has a story to tell, not only of success, but more importantly of the resolve and resilience of these winning enterprises, overcoming odds in the face of challenges, often reinventing their ways of doing business, building new capabilities, testing new boundaries to emerge with stronger, more profitable, and sustainable businesses. The theme for tonight is building future-ready enterprises. And it comes at a time when local enterprises are faced with an operating environment that is less than best. It is both challenging and complex. The regional economy continues its slowdown, and the global backdrop is uncertain with a wave of political change in the US and Europe, which threatens to limit the scope and growth of global trade. Notwithstanding that, this call to become future-ready is a timely one. It challenges enterprises to look beyond the headwinds of a sluggish economy over the near term to develop strategies and capabilities for the longer term, confronting the threats and opportunities of a more connected digital economy to deliver new value and growth through innovation and international expansion. As we consider the task of building future-ready enterprises, I believe we can take a leaf from our past E50 winners. TE Chia Group and Tat Hong Holdings are two very well-known local companies that need no introduction. What you may not know is they were winners from the inaugural E50 award in 1995 and continued to feature prominently in the first 5 years of the award through the aftermath of the Asian financial crisis. Well before the E50 award was launched 22 years ago, these enterprises took on precisely the same challenge to future-proof their businesses in the face of growing competition, globalization, and changing customer preferences. TE Chia's story is a remarkable one of how a modest popiah skin manufacturer grew from making 3,200 pieces of pastry a day in 1977 to over 35 million per day 40 years later, feeding its customers in over 100 countries. Embracing state-of-the-art technology to keep ahead of the competition and building on a Singapore presence and brand to reach the world, TE Chia is living proof of a business that built its future on innovation and internationalization. Tat Hong is another story of humble beginnings. Capitalizing on the infrastructure and construction boom in Southeast Asia, China, and Australia, this construction equipment company redefined its business and grew its fleet and international presence over the past decades to become Asia's largest crane-owning company and the second largest in China. The spirit of entrepreneurship is alive and thriving in these long-established but future-ready enterprises. This ability to anticipate the changes, to adapt, to reinvent, to stay relevant is one of the hallmarks of the E50 winners. And I believe that it is these values that will guide our winning enterprises as they strengthen their future readiness. We at OCBC are very proud to be sponsor of the E50 Award for the 11th year running, and are especially proud to continue our long-standing partnership with Business Times and KPMG in promoting this important platform for entrepreneurship in Singapore. To tonight's winners, our heartiest congratulations on your success, and to everyone, thank you for joining us this evening, and a very good evening. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Linus Goh, and thank you, of course, to OCBC Bank for your support over the years. We sincerely hope you will continue to see the value in contributing and being a part of the enterprising community. Next, it gives me great pleasure to finally be welcoming on stage our guest of honor tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. Please put your hands together for the Minister, Prime Minister's Office, and Secretary General of National Trades Union Congress, Mr. Chan Chung Sing. Thank you so much for being here.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, friends and colleagues. An apology, I don't wear a tie tonight because I'm just lazy. First, let me thank all of you for inviting me here to join you for this momentous occasion for many of our enterprises here tonight. Let me first begin by saying that all of you are the shining stars tonight. All of you are the winners, regardless whatever awards you are. Because tonight, your achievement is a testimony not just to your hard work, but it is also a testimony to the larger ecosystem of enterprises that we have in Singapore. Let me first congratulate all of you as well. And let me also thank the organizers, Business Time and KPMG, and also all the sponsors for making this event possible tonight. Because tonight, we're going to celebrate your achievement and your accomplishments. I know that recently, many of you would have been facing quite a number of uncertainties, and you might be feeling rather anxious. Having seen the developments worldwide, near and far, you might be wondering, what is the future going to be like? For the long-term horizon, on the long-term horizon, you have heard enough about new technologies disrupting your existing business models. At the same time, you have heard of new business models disrupting your current businesses, so on and so forth. So you are confronted with new technologies, new business models, challenging you to explore new markets. In the nearer term, over just the last 12 months, we have all seen dramatic shifts in the geopolitical and geostrategic environment. Be it in Europe or in the United States of America, you have seen dramatic changes to the political system. Nearer home, and not so near home, you have also seen local political forces and geopolitical forces increasingly intertwined with economics and trade. As a trained economist, we will always joke that if only economists run the world will be a simpler place. But as I was taught in Cambridge, economists never run the world alone. Economics are always intertwined with local politics, if not geostrategic considerations. And that must be something that we bear at the back of our mind whenever we look at business opportunities, whether in the near term or in the far future. Tonight, it'll be too much for us to go through what does all the changes in the recent 12 months mean for us. But I think there are a few things that we can learn, and a few things that perhaps we are still learning and we should take careful note. First and foremost, change is inevitable. But with change, there will be adjustments required. And the adjustments required will be uneven and unequal across the economy. To put it colloquially, some will say that there will be winners and there will be losers. To put it another way, some will gain more, some will gain less. Some will need to adjust more, and some will need to adjust less. But regardless of our station in life, we will need to adjust. The question is, can we adjust in time for the changes that are happening before our very eyes? But amidst all this change, we still need to get our fundamentals right. And I will touch on some of these fundamentals that we need to get right in Singapore in the coming years. First, let me say this. Increasingly, when you look at Europe, you look at the US, because the gains of globalization, the gains of technological change are unevenly spread, unevenly distributed, there is a tendency for many countries to want to turn inwards, as if only we can stop the pace of globalization, we will be able to get rid of all our problems. If we are old enough, this almost harks back to the days of the 1960s and 1970s, where a prominent school of thought called the import substitution school of thought was in vogue. That there was a huge debate as to whether import substitution models versus the export-oriented models as to which should be the correct and dominant strategy for the world. At that point in time, just as in now, Singapore never need to worry about this choice because we never had a choice. Our market is too small for us to even consider or contemplate an import substitution strategy. It was the same in 1965, it is the same today. Nobody invests in Singapore just to serve the Singapore market. Whether is it local enterprises or foreign enterprises, people invest in Singapore to serve the Singapore market and beyond. Which is why from 1965 to now, even with the current forces notwithstanding, our strategy remains one of being an open and connected economy to the rest of the world. And we will continue to press on with this. That even while the rest of the world may turn their backs to the forces of globalization and shut their borders, for us, we will continue our journey to make sure we remain ever more connected to the rest of the world. In fact, when the CFE, the Committee for Future Economy report, is published next year, you will see this as one of our key themes. How to position Singapore in an even more connected way to the rest of the world. How do we leverage on our connectivity to transcend the constraints of our geography? How do we use new resources like data to transcend our resource limitations? We are positive and we are optimistic that if we can master the new technology, if we can master data as a new resource, master connectivity beyond the air, land, and sea dimension to include the data and the financial dimensions, we would be able to transcend our geography and overcome our resource limitations as a small city-state. So we will never close ourselves off to the world because we don't believe that closing ourselves off to the world will solve our problem. But having said that, we must always bear in mind that when the gains of globalization, when the gains of technological change are uneven, we must make sure that we progress together as one nation, taking care of those who have to make more adjustment in the face of globalization and technological disruptions. And this is the reason why we have to get three sets of fundamentals right. In the sphere of governance, businesses, and our workers. Let me start with governance. For governance, we face two big challenges going forward. Traditionally, we will look at regulations as a restrictive movement. Going forward with the disruption in technology and business model, we have to now relook at how we govern and how we regulate. Can we see regulation as an enabler of good, productive, and innovative practices? How can we use regulations to our advantage to enable new and promising enterprises to start up, grow, and flourish? That regulations is not just a defensive play of restricting bad practices, but regulations can be an offensive play to enable good, productive, and innovative practices. So this is the first challenge for the governance going forward. The second challenge for governance going forward is that we must maintain our fiscal discipline, as we have done over all these years. Going forward, the needs for our country, be it on the social, economic, security fronts, will be ever more demanding. We will need to make sure that we maintain our fiscal discipline, and in doing so, we must make sure that we continue to apply our minds to make good decisions, to focus our finite resources on the areas that need it most. So, for example, in the current economic environment, the current situation that we are facing is quite different from the situation in 2008 and the 2009 global financial crisis. Today, when we talk about an average growth of 0 to 2% in Singapore, it does not mean that every sector is growing from between 0 to 2%. It means that some enterprises are growing at 5, if not 10%, while others might be growing at 0, if not negative. So the average is 0 to 2. The question is, how can we surgically apply our resources to make sure that we enable those who are running faster to run and continue to run fast, while focusing our resources to help those who are not running as fast to transform and keep pace with the rest. This is the reason why the government is spending $4.5 billion on 23 industry transformation maps. There's no easy panacea to all the challenges, the diverse challenges facing our economy. Instead, we need to apply surgical measures, work hard at it, industry by industry, to make sure that we help our industries be ready for the challenges of today and tomorrow. We have to go down to the companies one at a time to see how we can raise the productivity of each and every company so that our companies and our workers can benefit from this. This is also the reason why we are spending more than $1 billion on the Skill Futures Fund to help and encourage our workers to get ready for the future. So yes, we have the resources to tie us over, but more importantly, we must make sure that we apply those resources surgically in a targeted manner so that we are ready for the uplift when the time comes. But in all this, we must make sure that we constantly check our blind spots and never be complacent in the way we govern, because our other competitors will be similarly looking at how to use their governance model and regulatory models to enable their industries to succeed. So, for example, in the areas of financial technology, or fintech as we call it, it is a convergence of finance and technology, data, and so forth. We have to constantly ask ourselves, are our regulations good enough, progressive enough to enable new businesses? Are our people coming together to think about the new challenges going forward? And we have some initial ideas, and you have heard the MAS ideas of how we are using regulatory sandboxes to enable new enterprises, new businesses ideas to flourish. That is the way that we need to do business going forward, that we must think through the rules to enable our enterprises to succeed. Second, let me come to the businesses. The businesses, those of you who are here tonight, I'm not so worried about you, because you are the testimony of very good, innovative practices. That's why you earn the right to be here tonight. But for everyone who has tried and are not here tonight, we must continue to make sure that we encourage them to embrace the new technologies, the new disruptive business model, and to explore the new markets. For the businesses here tonight and beyond, I would say this. While the competition is tough, we are not alone in this. I was once taught by a businessman, and maybe he's here tonight. He asked me, is it easier to make money when times are tough, or is it easier to make money when times are good? And his answer was that if you are a good entrepreneur, regardless of whether times are good or bad, you are the one with the keen eye that makes the difference. When times are good, many people will make money. But when times are bad, only the very best will survive. Why I always remember this story is because now when times are tough, it is also a chance for us to pull further ahead of the competition if we get our act together. And for all the Singaporean enterprises here tonight, there is something that each of you have and something all of us have collectively. That even as the business model disrupts, new businesses are coming forth every day, new business models are coming in every day, there are something that are invariant, and there's something that we have in us. And that is the brand of trust for the Singapore brand name. When all the enterprises here, when you go overseas to compete, you don't just compete alone. You also compete on the brand Singapore, a brand that speaks of trust, quality, standards, and efficiency. And because you have that brand of trust, that little red passport, if you like, you have a leg up against many other competitors. But this brand of trust, quality, and assurance is something that we must judiciously manage. It is something that we all need to work together to protect. That while we go and compete with the others, we also hunt as a pack, we also brand ourselves together as the Singapore businesses. Only so will we punch above our weight. So I know many of you who are here tonight, you are exploring not just the markets in Singapore, but you are also going beyond. And I hope that as you go beyond, you will go beyond as a team. I hope that as you go beyond, you will also help us to groom another generation of Singaporean entrepreneurs that are not afraid of having the world as the oyster, but never looking at the Singapore as the only market that they will want to win. Because we need another generation of entrepreneurs that transcend our geography and go beyond. We want to be familiar with the big cities of the world, from the New Yorks, the Beijing, the Tokyos, and so forth. But yet, at the same time, we must have another generation of business people and young people who has an intimate knowledge of the regional and local market. Because this is where we can have a competitive advantage. This is where we can value add to the other people from elsewhere who wants to do business in this region. Finally, we must get our fundamentals right for the workers. For the workers, we must help our workers to be aware of the threats and the opportunities. We must make sure that it's not just the government trying to preach to the workers for the upgrading. We also need business leaders like yourself to be the leaders in your own circle to help our workers understand the challenges today. In the labor movement, we have a saying that if we are able only to help today's unemployed into today's job, then we are at level 1 proficiency. If we want to be at level 2 proficiency, we need to help today's workers into tomorrow's jobs. But our highest level of competency will be when we can help tomorrow's unemployed into tomorrow's job. And who are the tomorrow's unemployed? These are people in industry that might be disrupted by the business innovation or the technological disruption. That today, while we may still have a job, we must always have a keen eye on tomorrow, whether the jobs will be displaced. As of this point in time, as we speak, we are still creating jobs. The number of jobs is not our primary challenge. The matching of jobs is our primary challenge. We must help our workers get into those new jobs that are being created that allows them to earn a higher pay. Because at any point in time in Singapore, we have more than 3 million jobs, but we have barely 2.2 million adult workers. Even if we minus off all the jobs that the Singaporeans might not feel an affinity to, we still have many jobs. But the crux of the matter is that can the Singaporean get into those jobs that they aspire and they wish to do and can help them to earn a good income? This is an ongoing challenge, which is why the labor movement is working in close partnership with the government and the employers to make sure that we help our workers realize the threats and opportunities in their respective stations and help them to get ready before they are displaced. Otherwise, we are just solving the problem downstream that is necessary but not good enough for us. This is the reason why the government, through Ministry of Manpower, has rolled out various schemes, including the Adapt and Grow, the Professional Conversion Program, the Career Support Plan, and so forth, to help our mid-career people to keep on adjusting and learning to do the new jobs of tomorrow. So let me say that if we look at the landscape, yes, there are many uncertainties causing much anxieties, be it the long-term forces or the short-term challenges. But through it all, the government and the labor movement must work with the businesses and the workers to make sure that we get our fundamentals right. And our 3 sets of fundamentals that will help us right through all the challenges going forward will be, number 1, making sure that our model of governance remain agile and responsive to the needs of businesses and the challenges of the economic environment. Number 2, making sure that our businesses have the best opportunities to succeed, not just in Singapore, but in the world beyond Singapore. Number 3, making sure that our workers are future ready, not just for today's job, but more importantly, for tomorrow's job. And I would like to conclude on an optimistic note. These are not challenges confronting Singapore alone. But if any country can overcome these challenges together, then Singapore must be one of them. We have the resources, we have the tripartite networks, we have the determination and focus. And if we can work together, get our fundamentals right, I have every confidence that through this downturn, we will emerge even stronger than ever before. We will pull away from our competitors even further than we have ever done before. Let me end off by once again congratulating all the winners here tonight. I hope you will be a good testimony, not just of your own respective company's achievement, that you too will be the shining lights to lend your shoulders to another generation of entrepreneurs in Singapore for them to stand taller and see further. Thank you very much and have a good evening.
Thank you very much. Minister Chan. Minister Chan, I'd like to invite you to remain on stage, please. We have something special to give you. But you're absolutely right. Just over here to the right of the red mark, please. We'd like to present you with a special book to thank you for being here, for inspiring us. Now more than ever, we really do need leadership and guidance in business and in industry. Now, to present you with this special book, I'd like to invite on stage Mr. Alvin Tay, editor of the Business Times, please. Mr. Ong Pang Tai once again. And Professor Bernard Young, the Dean of NUS Business School, to be presenting Minister Chan with the first ever copy of Enterprise 50, the best SMEs in Singapore. This is the 8th series book. Thank you very much, gentlemen. And thank you, Minister Chan, for being here tonight and supporting the very best that Singapore has to offer here and beyond the country. Thank you so much. Very much, gentlemen, and thank you, Minister. Please remain on stage. I promise everyone will eat very soon. I promise. Okay, we will eat very soon. I know there's a lot of nervous people in the room. We are getting to the big part of the evening very soon. But what we'd like to do now is we want to highlight that as part of our efforts to give back to society, and at the end of the day, that is the point. It's about the cycle of inspiration. You are all leaders in business. As entrepreneurs, we hope to inspire the future entrepreneurs and businesses in Singapore to expand and to really realize their vision. So as a part of that, since 2009, the Enterprise 50 organizers, along with NUS Business School, have used the Enterprise 50 book to raise funds for charity. And Minister Chan has been kind enough to sign several of these copies. We'll be presenting a copy each to a company or to various companies that have contributed so generously, $5,000, which will go and be set aside for the NUS Business School Bursary Fund. So please join me in saying a very, very big thank you to the following companies. Please welcome on stage BLPL Singapore, Mr. Mahesh Sivaswamy. Thank you so much for your generous support. A signed copy of the 8th edition here, signed by Minister Chan. Thank you so much, BLPL Singapore. And next to receive a signed copy, we welcome EPS Computer Systems. Come on down. Thank you, Mr. Kevin Liang. We'd also like to say a big thank you for your generous support. Gibson, Dunn, and Crutcher. Please welcome Mr. Robson Lee. Thank you, Mr. Lee. And next, we also want to say a big thank you to Green Pack. Please welcome Mr. Edmund Chen, who will receive the signed copy on behalf of Miss Susan Chong. Thank you, sir. Another big many thanks to Hua Yu, Mr. Lee Chi Tech, please. Thank you so much. Also contributing $5,000 is Indoguna Singapore. Please welcome Miss Helene Raudashel. Thank you so much. And next on stage, please welcome from Jumbo Group, Mr. Tay Peng Huat. Thank you again. And the last company we'd like to invite on stage for a signed copy from Minister Chan is Onwa Tech. Mr. Jack Wei, come on down. Thank you again to all the companies who have been so generous, $5,000 each for the NUS Bursary Fund to inspire the future entrepreneurs. Thank you very much, gentlemen, and of course, Minister Chan. And before you go home later tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we just want to make sure you take home that goodie bag because everyone is going to get a copy of this book. It's phenomenal. Every year we have a new series, so you're going to want to read that. Good news. Nervous people get a lot of good food and a lot of good wine on Free Flow tonight. So bon appetit. We'll see you for the big awards in just a bit. Huara to that table over there. You're starting early. Well done. And we'll see you later. Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the time has come. We are about to present the awards 50th to 11th. I'd like to invite all the winners to the Winners Lounge, please. Have a seat in the decadent Winners Lounge. If all the winners could come this way, it's to the right of the stage. If you're looking at the stage, it's to the far right. You'll see a swanky lounge over there that's exclusive for our superstars tonight. All winners, please proceed to the Winners Lounge and we'll get the show on the road in just a bit. Thank you. moment has arrived. We have been waiting for this, and I know we have our winners here. All of them deserve to be here tonight. Before we announce the rankings, could you give them a big round of applause? Live from the Winners Lounge, the top 50 businesses in Singapore. Incredible feat that you are here. I can understand the nerves. I send you the best of luck. Remember, no matter what ranking you are, you can always tell people you have made it, all right? So for the winners tonight, this is all live. They have no idea what the ranking is. So before we begin, I'd like to introduce our VIP presenters for tonight. Could I please invite Mr. Alvin Tay, once more, editor of the Business Times, please on stage. Mr. Ong Pang Tai, once again, managing partner of KPMG Singapore. And lastly, of course, our sponsor, Mr. Linus Goh, head of global commercial banking of OCBC Bank, please. Okay. Here we go, gentlemen. The moment has arrived. Let me just ask, are you ready over there? Are the top businesses in Singapore ready? No response? We don't go anywhere. Yes, let's go. Let's do this. Yes, very good. Please support your colleagues, your family, and your friends. They've worked so hard. They all deserve to be here. We begin. Again, ranking doesn't matter in the end of the day because you have worked tremendously hard. The first company to accept one of the most prestigious awards that we have in industry here in Singapore, please welcome Double Trans. Thank you so much. Mr. Charlie Tan, Managing Director, please come on down. Well done, Double Trans. Bravo to our first winner of the evening. Next on stage, please welcome Super Steam Asia Pacific. Mr. Dylan Ng, CEO and co-founder, this is your time to shine. You have so many fans, all your colleagues, your family, your friends. Well done, Super Steam Asia Pac. Next on stage, please welcome Network Express Courier Services. Accepting the award, Mr. V.S. Kumar, the Managing Director. Well done. Congratulations. Next, taking the spotlight, we are proud to announce Form Work Hire Southeast Asia. Come on down. Mr. Yo Tek Soon, the director. There he is. Fantastic. Congratulations. Form Work Hire Southeast Asia. Perfect music, by the way. I like this. Build up, build up. Congratulations to our winners so far. Next, taking center stage, please welcome Shunzo Hardware. Accepting the award, Mr. Albert Oon, the Group MD. Yes, please, if you have whistles, if you have anything on your table that makes noise, make sure you make noise. They have worked so hard to be here, and you are a part of that company. Make sure you make noise. Next on stage, Number 45, please welcome Print Lab. Mr. Murali Krishnan Rangan, Chief Executive Officer. Bravo. Next to bask in the limelight is A Power Engineering. Please welcome Mr. Chua Seng Cheong, Managing Director. Congratulations. Yes, anyone can come up, take pictures. Make sure you tweet, you put on Instagram, Facebook, come up. This is their moment to shine. The best in Singapore. Next on stage, a big round of applause for QXY Resources. We have Mr. Patrick Koh, Managing Director. I love it. Fan club over there. Nice one. Very good. Well deserved. So well deserved. Take that moment. Woo! Whoever could it be? Next on stage we have Amos International. Come on down. Mr. Danny Lien, Managing Director. Well done, congratulations. Now who can do it? IT can. Come on down, absolutely. Receiving the award tonight, Mrs. Sippy Sujan, the Regional IT Director. Bravo. Absolutely, let's keep celebrating here tonight. Next, bask in the limelight, WTS Travel and Tours. Mr. Mikar Sia, Director, please come on down. Well done. Well done, we've hit 39, and we'd like to welcome Loken Group, Mr. Luke Lim, Group Chief Executive Officer. Well done, Loken Group. Huge fan club in the back, I love it. Tuesday's a new Friday up in here. Okay. Next on stage, a big congratulations to YES F&B Group, the company behind Dian Xiao Please welcome Mr. Samuel Yik, the Managing Director. Bravo. The stage is now set for our next winner, who is none other than Cleaning Express. Mr. Abdul Aziz Yusof, come on down. Chief Executive Officer, Cleaning Express. Well done to the whole team at Cleaning Express. Well done, and here we go. Next, we're up to 36. Please welcome V3 Smart Technologies. Mr. Adrian Long, the General Manager, to receive on behalf of his company. Well done. Top 50 in Singapore. Slowly but surely, we are inching closer. Next, we congratulate WiseLink Technology. Well done. Please welcome Ms. Fiona Lee, the Executive Director, looking fabulous tonight as she accepts the award on behalf of her company, WiseLink Technology. Well done. Thank you, Ms. Lee. Next, we invite and congratulate the company named Just Login, Mr. Kwa Kim Cheong, CEO. Loving the spirit and the energy here. No matter what happens, you did it together. Nobody did this alone. And you worked so hard. Well done. Next, center stage is all yours. Well done, Elixir Technology. Well done, Mr. Lau Shi Hor, CEO. Don't forget, take pictures, please. Put it up on the internet. Make sure people know how awesome you are. Okay, so come on down. The view is much better over here. Well done to all winners so far. But next, well deserved, it goes to Polisum Engineering. Well done. Mr. Ong Kasan, MD. This moment is yours for you and your company. Polisum Engineering. Incredible feat from all the companies nominated tonight, who are all winners, top 50 in Singapore. But next, the time goes to Supreme Components International. Mr. Vic Agarwala, President and CEO. Come on down. This moment is yours for you and your team. Congratulations, and just like that, we already are top 30. Here we go. Please welcome Acromec Engineers. Wow, Mr. Lim Se Chin, Chairman and MD. This is it. You made it. To all our winners waiting patiently, I feel you. I feel you. Here we go. Next up, Sun Singapore Systems. Well done. Dr. Yi Ning, Managing Director, it's your turn. Well done. This next one is my lucky number 28, Framework Building Products. It's all about you. Mr. Chu Chong King, Managing Director, on behalf of his entire team, well done. Next we have Ascens Solutions. Oh yes, it's your turn, sir. Mr. Chia Yung Hui, the director, and all his fans. Well done. Ascens Solutions. A company that was also generous earlier, Indoguna Singapore. Please welcome Ms. Helene Raudashel once again to the stage. Managing Director, bravo. Big smiles and congratulations to all our winners so far. Boy, have you come a long way from a big idea. You've made it into reality, and that's why you're here tonight. Next up, please welcome McPeck Marine and Offshore Engineering, Mr. Jonathan Lee, Managing Director. We move on to the next big winner of the night. It is no other than Allenton Engineering and Trading. Mr. Albert Chin is the Managing Director, accepting the award on behalf of his fabulous company who have made it to the top 50, Allenton Engineering and Trading. Hello, sir. The next superstar of the evening is known as Marcono Print Media. Mr. Edwin Ung, please come and accept the award as Managing Director. Well done. Okay, everybody take pictures. Tweet, hashtag, how awesome they are. Here we go, number 22, Wei Shun Industrial Services. Congratulations. Mr. Gary Wu, Chief Executive Officer, accepts the award on behalf of his company that are in it to win it. Well done. Great, we have fabulous energy in the house tonight as we get closer and closer. Next we have Fane Metal Singapore. Oh yeah, Mr. Sam Chiwa, General Manager. It's his time in the spotlight on behalf of his company. Well done. Bravo, we are at number 20 now, top 20 in Singapore. And this goes to Oilfield Services and Supplies. Well done, Mr. Keong, please come on down as Managing Director. Congratulations. Next, I've had the pleasure of touring this company and this factory for a whole day. Please welcome Alst Chocolate, Miss Connie Kwan, co-founder and COO. She was fabulous to me. She spent so much time. Bravo. I'll tell you, that lady knows her chocolate like nobody I've ever met before. Well done. Next, congratulations goes to Emerald Land. Mr. Oh Beng Hua, Managing Director. Please take center stage, monsieur. Just a few more to go before our main course. The 17th top company in Singapore is Aperon Agro Commodities. Well done, Mr. Richard Huang, co-founder and director. It just goes to show it pays to dream big. Good job. Congratulations. Next, in the limelight, please welcome Sudima International. Mr. Anil Junjunwala, Managing Director. Hey, you pulled too early. Okay, can now, good. Huge fans, huge. That's how you do it. That's called support right there. Bravo. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Your attention, please. The next award goes to VigCon Construction. This is it. It's all about you. Please welcome Mr. Teo Yang-soon, the CEO of this company. Well done. Congratulations to everyone who has been on this stage so far and to your all teams, all your entire team. But we do move on. Please welcome Onwa Tech. Well done. Mr. Chawi Lim is coming down. The Chief Operating Officer. Well done, you made it. Wow. The best that this country has to offer here and abroad. Take center stage tonight. Next, we have a company that we have welcomed before, and that is Huayu. Please welcome Mr. Lee Chi Tech, Managing Director. Well done. Just a little update, there's only 2 more companies to go before we break for main course and we have the last remaining top 10. 2 more. The next company to take the spotlight is Prime Structures Engineering. Mamma mia, Mr. Sonny Bensili, Managing Director. He's happy. Are you happy? He's happy. Yay! I've never seen so many smiling faces in one room. Woo! Well done. This is it, number 11, before we break for our main meal and leave everyone else in suspense. Number 11 is Mao Xing Quanji Construction. Please welcome Mr. Jevers Chu, the project director. Thank you very much. How about a big round of applause to all our winners tonight? Wow, do you deserve to be here. Well done, gentlemen. Thank you very much. Yes, please, do kindly have a seat. And to the rest of our winners in the lounge, you are the top 10. You are the top 10. Well done. We'll see you later on for the big kahuna. But first, makan. Everyone, enjoy the feast that we have prepared for you, all our rock stars and superstars of enterprising spirit. And we also have a little bit of entertainment for you, because what's a celebration without a little bit of fun? You're about to meet a group, fantastic. I've seen them perform many times. They perform here in Singapore and abroad. Really talented, really cool. Their name is My Capella. They'll be coming on later on tonight. See you guys in a bit. Enjoy your main course.
Too late, got nothing in my brain. That's what people say. Ooh, ooh. That's what people say. Ooh, ooh. I go out to many dates, but I can make them stay. At least that's what people say. Ooh, ooh. That's what people say. Ooh, ooh. But I keep cruising, can't stop, won't stop moving. It's like I got that music in my mind saying it's gonna be alright. 'Cause the play's gonna play, 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 play. And the haters gonna hate, 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 hate. Baby, I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake. Shake it up, shake it up. Heartbreak is gonna break, 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 break. Fake is gonna fake, 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 fake. Baby, I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake. Shake it up, shake it up.
Never miss a beat. The lightning in my feet. That's what they don't see. That's what they don't see. I'm dancing on my own. I make the moves up as I go. That's what they don't know. That's what they don't know.
But I keep cruising, can't stop, won't stop moving. It's like I got that music in my mind saying it's gonna be alright. 'Cause the play's gonna play, 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 play. And the haters gonna hate, 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 hate. Baby, I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake. Shake it up, shake it up. Heartbreak is gonna break, 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 break. And the fake is gonna fake, 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 fake. Baby, I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake. Shake it up, shake it up.
Your ex-man brought his new girlfriend. It's like, oh my god, but I'm just gonna shake into the fella over there with the hella good hair. But
shake, shake, shake. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm just gonna shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. Baby's gonna fake, 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 fake. I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake. Shake it up, shake it up. 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 Shake it up, shake it up.
Baby, gonna shake it up, shake it up. Baby, gonna shake it up, shake it up. I'm just gonna shake it up, shake it up. Baby, gonna shake it up, shake it up.
I'm just gonna shake it. I'm just gonna shake it, shake it, shake it.
Shake it up, shake it up. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. So once again, we are a local a cappella group. Our name is called My Cappella, and whatever you guys have been listening to out there in the crowd comes only from these 5 microphones on this stage. Okay, we are very, very happy to be here at Enterprise 50. It is the first time we have ever been performing for all of you. So we're gonna quickly do an introduction on how we put together our songs.
Hi, my name is Peter, and I do the drums.
Alright, hi, I'm Mingwei, and I do the bass.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Eugene, and I'm gonna do the distortion guitar.
And this is our rhythm section for My Cappella. Can you give them a round of applause, please?
Yeah.
Woo! All right, my name is Cal, and I'm doing the sound of the synthesizers.
My name is Cussing. I'll do the sound of the electric guitar.
Thank you.
All right. Once again, we are My Cappella, and as we said, the instrument sounds all come from just these 5 microphones.
Yeah,
the next
that's right.
song.
All right, so we're gonna bring you a next song, and it's a kind of like a upbeat pop number. So if you know the lyrics, please do sing along. It's something by Jason Mraz, and this is "I'm Yours." 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Well, you done me any better, I felt it. I tried to be changed, but you're so hot that I melted. I fell right through the cracks, and now I'm trying to get by. Before the cool time run out, forgive me that my best is, and nothing's gonna stop it but to find to make shit. I reckon that you can my turn to win some or learn some, but I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm yours. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ding, 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 down. Well, open up your mind and see like me. Open up
Thank you.
So, I did say that it was an upbeat kind of performance, but, we brought the beat up even more. All right, so I hope you enjoy yourself so far and your dinner and your drinks. And this next song is a reflection of our emotions on stage. We are very, very happy to be performing for you tonight. And so we're going to do something by Pharrell Williams, and this is Happy. It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here. You can take a break. Well, I'm a hot air balloon. I could go to space. Well, yeah, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm clap along if you feel like happiness is to you. Because I'm clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news, talking this and that. Well, give me all you got and don't hold it back. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me down, can't nothing bring me down. My level's too high. Bring me down, can't nothing bring me down. I said break it down. Bring me down, can't nothing bring me down. My level's too high. Bring me down, can't nothing.
Just bring me down.
Because I'm clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Because I'm if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, okay, so, that was a very, very tiring number that we just did on stage. Once again, we are so happy to be here, and we hope you guys are all happy as well to be here. And once again, we'd like to congratulate all the award winners tonight. So please join me in a big round of applause for all the award recipients tonight. Congratulations.
Nice.
We are down to the final song for this set, and this is a very, very old number. Some of you, actually pretty much a lot of you would know this one. This is a Mandarin song about Beijing, and we hope you like this one. This is called One Night in Beijing.
One night in Beijing，我留下许多情。不管你爱与不爱，都是彼此的尘埃。One night in Beijing，我留下许多情。不敢在午夜问路，就走到。
的信仰，任风归来走。
Give it up one more time, Mike Capella. Thank you so much for being here and for sharing your incredible talent. We love you. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you. Mike Capella, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to our fabulous DJ. I feel very special walking up to that. Can we do it again? All right. Like I promised, and I am a woman of my word, we are getting to the top 10 of the Enterprise 50 Awards. A few things have to happen before that, though. So before that, I'd like to invite all our winners so far to take center stage and to stand in the appropriate position, please. Please bring your awards up. Anyone who has already been on stage and has won, please come on stage now. Slowly but surely make your way. Then we have a nice photo opportunity later on with everybody. So please do come on stage if you have already received an award. All our winners in the Winners Lounge, please come on stage now. And that's where all of you come in with a big round of applause. Then they might come on stage. Only if they receive the love devotion. All right. So some of them are in the lounge, some of them might be in the room. If you have already accepted an award tonight, please do come and join everyone else. Bring your coveted trophy. Only then can we begin the big ceremony for the Top 10 Enterprise 50 Awards 2016. Now, don't they look spiffy? You see? It looks so good when you do this. It looks so good. Don't they look fabulous? That's it. That's what we've been waiting for. Wonderful. So if you have accepted an award tonight, please make sure you come on stage soon before we begin. And to those who have not yet been called, don't worry, we'll get to you soon. You can either wait in the Winner's Lounge or with your friends and colleagues at your table, completely up to you. All right, hopefully everyone got the memo. Someone might be outside. I hope they're all here. If you've received the trophy, please come on stage now, because soon we'll be getting our VIPs to present the awards. Wonderful. As they do make their way, I think there's a few more. 1, 2, 3 more maybe. Ooh la la la, we're getting closer. Yes. See how cool is that? I got paparazzi. Wow. My view very nice, you know. I love it. All right, if you have an award already tonight, please do come on down and take center stage so we can get the show on the road. This is the moment we've been waiting for. I think we're good. Hopefully. You don't want to be the one that's late. Haha. So next, before we get to the awards, I'd like to invite our VIP presenters tonight. Please put your hands together one more time for our guest of honor, Minister Chan, please. Thank you so much for your time tonight. Mr. Alvin Tay, we'd like to see you again, please. Mr. Ong Pantai and Mr. Linus Go. Thank you so much for being here this evening to present the Top 10 Awards. Now, before we actually get to the Top 10, we're doing something a little bit different this year. We have a new category. And this category has just been introduced, and it's called the Enterprise 50 Special Recognition Award, specifically internationalization. So we've been hearing tonight, especially from Minister Chan, how important it is to make an impact here in Singapore, but to grow your business beyond our borders. That's when we really can get excited. So there's a particular company who has done that pretty well, and they deserve this special award tonight, Internationalization. They were set up in the 1980s. Linhoff Technologies. They started off by marketing its asphalt mixing plant in Asia, specifically Southeast Asia. And the company has a network of overseas distributors and agents to tap into the different sectors in each country and use market data to grow and innovate. Congratulations, keep doing what you're doing. You are a real example for the future and what we should strive to. The Enterprise 50 Special Recognition Award Internationalization goes to Linhoff Technologies. Mr. Lee Yen Meng, the CEO. Thank you so much, well done. Thank you, Mr. Lee. If you don't mind heading back to the winner's lounge, it's pretty good. The suspense is getting real. Well done. Okay, we're getting very close. But you know, there's another special award, and it's not every day where a company has been a part of the Enterprise 50 Awards 5 years. 5 years. That is an incredible feat, but we do have, I believe, 6 companies tonight who have done that. Please show them some love. The first company to take center stage for being part of this incredible award system and ceremony is BLPL Singapore. Oh yes. Come on down, Mr. Mahesh Sivaswamy, please. Managing Director, BLPL Singapore. 5 years and counting. Such fans, I love it. Do come closer if you want to take a picture. Woo. Well done. The next company who has been here 5 years now, please welcome CAD IT Consultants Asia. Accepting the award is Miss Florence Chan, Chief Operating Officer. Thank you, Ms. Chan, well done. We'd also like to congratulate once again Indoguna Singapore. Please welcome back Ms. Helene Raudashel, Managing Director, 5 years running at the Enterprise 50 Awards. Bravo. Oh yeah. Oh, for me, why like that? You should go that side. Wow. If Mama could see me now. But no, it's all about Indoguna. Indoguna. Wait, let me relish a little bit. Well done. Okay, moving on. 5 years and counting. A very big congratulations to IT Cam. Mr. Amit Sujan, President and Chief Executive Officer, will receive the award. So much fun. Well done. Thank you so much. Congratulations. 5 years. Can you believe it? Next, once again, please congratulate Linhoff Technologies. Please welcome back Mr. Lee Yen Meng, CEO. One more time on stage. Well done, Linhoff Technologies. Well done. One more company has been in this category and part of the prestigious awards 5 years now, and they are WiseLink Technology. Mr. Robert Lim, please come on down, the CEO of WiseLink Technology. Okay, well done to all our winners tonight. Everyone, this is it. I promise you we are getting there. We are now there. Are the winners ready in the winners lounge? Are your hearts pounding a little bit? Just a little, huh? Okay, are you guys ready? Top 10 in Singapore. This is huge, huge. Okay, let us begin. In 10th position, please welcome Omni United. Well done. Mr. Anil Nagu, Group Head for Strategy and Finance. Congratulations, top 10 in Singapore. Now what they do at Omni is they design, contract, manufacture, market, and distribute tires to over 80 countries around the world. Their flagship brands are Radar Tires, and they recently launched Timberland Tires, and you all know them, the global outdoor lifestyle brand Timberland. Now, Omni United wants to be the IKEA of tires. Congratulations, top 10. Gives me great pleasure for the third time running to hit center stage. In 9th position, Linhoff Technologies. Mr. Lee and Meng is on a roll, third time. Well done. And I've mentioned a while ago, of course, the leading manufacturer of asphalt mixing plants since 1919, repositioning themselves in Singapore since 1984, all around the world, doing a great job. Well done, bravo. 8th position, top 8, goes to Orange Valley Nursing Homes. The man at the helm, Dr. Chan Keifei, CEO. They're doing wonderful work, so please congratulate him and his team. They were established in '93. This is the leading Singapore elder care services provider. We need more of them, and they're paving the way, including nursing home, ambulance services, you name it, they're there. Fantastic job, well done. Here we go. 7th position goes to S11 Capital Investments. Oh yeah, this is it. Mr. Lawrence Lee, their Business Development Director, takes center stage. Well done. Number 7 for 2016. And what they do at S11 is they build and they manufacture foreign workers' dormitories. And they do this all around 4,000 bedders in Changi. They're doing a really good job. Well done. Keep it up. 6th position now. Who is it, huh? Expand Construction. I was looking at you, you were looking at me. We've got synergy. Mr. Von Lee Yong Nyan, Managing Director. Now, Expand Construction, they provide integrated civil engineering and construction support service capabilities to both the private and the public sector. Well done. Only 5 more to go. Woo. In 5th position, please welcome Seiko Architectural Wall Systems. Big smiles from Mr. Rodney Chong Chin Hong, Managing Director and co-founder. A big dream come true, and boy has it paid off tonight. Now, they were established in 1978, everybody, providing services in supply and installation of glass to the building industry over the years. Incredibly, a niche market player, and they're doing fantastic. Well done. 4th position. Put put your hands together for CAD IT Consultants Asia. Mr. Terrence Chan is the CEO, and this is his moment. Where's your team, huh? Where's your team? Yeah, there you are. Good job, CAD IT Consultants. The good news is they're the leading global provider of PLM, all right? Product Lifecycle Managing Software, Solutions, and Services. They cover everything, training, support, and consulting, you name it, they got it. Well done. How many left? Only 3 of you? Okay, everyone, let's awkwardly look at them, make them extra nervous, like this. Now they ignore us. This is a big moment. Top 3 in Singapore. Here we go. Let's give them our big love and support, whoever it may be. Okay. Woo! In 3rd position, please put your hands together for UEMS. Madam Tan Che Tian, General Manager. Obviously very popular lady. Top 3 in Singapore. Now what you guys do at UEMS is amazing because they're a facilities management company but integrated. They do absolutely everything. A range of environmental services, housekeeping, portering, external facade maintenance, pest control management, landscaping, horticulture. It goes on and on. They're doing it, and that's why they are top 3 in Singapore. Well done. All right, 2 left. And for all you people who like gaming, this is why. Garena Online. Well done. Mr. Jason Ung, Vice President and Group Game Operations. They're fantastic. They really give a lot of color to our lives. They're doing a wonderful job. Online gaming, social platform that was launched in 2010 for people to meet, chat, and play games with each other. And in 2014, AirPay, a payments network providing accessible financial services in ASEAN, was launched. They're doing wonderful work. The 2nd, which means we have a number 1, and that's BLPL Singapore! Yes! Mr. Mahesh Sivaswamy, please. We have to tell you about them. Why are they number 1? Yes. Just FYI, the official photographer is the one who's standing tall. So everyone, please put your best angle looking at that handsome man. But wait, must tell you about BLPL. Okay? Fastest growing regional shipping line. That's why they're number 1. They own and operate a growing fleet of 30,000 containers, and they're everywhere around the world. Congratulations. One more time, let's take a picture actually, a group photograph with our winner and our VIPs on stage, please. If we can move a little closer to all the winners. And Mr. Sivaswamy will have his moment to give his acceptance speech for being number 1 in Singapore, BLPL. Let's hear it for the top 50 enterprising companies in Singapore. Thank you, Minister. Big smiles, everyone. This is a beautiful moment in the spotlight. Big pictures. So well deserved. Congratulations to all our winners tonight. Thank you, Minister Chan. Thank you, Mr. Tay, Mr. Linus Go, Mr. Ong Pang Thai for being here this evening. And to all of you for being so supportive. Well done to your companies. You totally deserve it. Thank you very much. To all our winners and our VIPs, please take your seats or party, whatever you like. But I would love to hear from the man of the hour for an acceptance speech. Mr. Sivaswamy, please.
This year, the award has been so heavy to carry. I first would like to invite my wife to come here and be with me as I speak to you all guys. My wife, Mala. Guest of Honor, Minister Chan Chng Sing, organizers of the Enterprise 50 Award, the Business Times, KPMG, OCBC, IE Singapore, Spring Singapore, Singapore Business Federation, and SGX. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening to all of you. As the Managing Director of BLPL Singapore, I'm delighted and honored to accept the 2016 Enterprise 50 Award on behalf of the company. This is the 5th consecutive year that BLPL has been bestowed with this prestigious honor. It's extremely gratifying to be recognized once again among the 50 most enterprising privately owned companies in Singapore. Now, on behalf of BLPL, I'd like to thank our trade partners, service providers, and bankers for their partnership and trust. PSA and the Maritime and Port Authority of Singapore for their endless support for companies such as ours, especially during tough times that the economy is faced with. The Singapore government, who has forever been committed to the marine and shipping industry, and International Enterprise Singapore for their support and guidance in our internationalization activity. My wife Mala is a pillar of strength to me and my family especially, ever since we relocated to Singapore in 1999. Lastly, my dear friends, the team members of BLPL and Transworld Global Logistics Solution, who have worked hard relentlessly to have made this big milestone possible. Thank you very much. Thank you once again. If I can see Anand Sitaraman somewhere here, who is who is the CEO of BLPL. Where are you, Anand? I'm not able to see you. It is him and his entire team who are here that has made this evening possible, and I am just here to be receiving these awards. I thank this entire team for coming together and seeing this great success. Thank you very much. Thank you all once again.
Congratulations, BLPL! Mr. Sivaswamy, your lovely wife, and your company, thank you for being such an example of what everyone should aspire to. And to all our winners tonight, one more big round of applause for yourselves. Top 50 Enterprise 50 Awards. Congratulations. I'm sure you would like to party in style with the rest of your team. Or you can stand here, no problem. Okay, fine, I stand with you. Okay? But we have come to the end of the evening. I'll allow you the wonderful photo here in the center stage. We've come to the end of the evening. We hope that you will stay a little bit and celebrate with your family, with your friends, with your colleagues. Thank you so much for making tonight possible. Congratulations. Honestly, thank you for being a leading example. Tonight is all about you. Tell the world what you have won tonight and what you have achieved. You should be so, so proud. So on behalf of the organizers, the Business Times, and KBMG, we'd like to thank our sponsor, OCBC Bank. Please come back and sponsor us time and time again. We hope to see you. And we also have supporting organizations that are involved, i.e. Singapore, Singapore Business Federation, Singapore Exchange, and Spring Singapore. Wonderful things happen when everybody comes together. Thank you. Have a wonderful night. All our winners tonight are sensational. My name is Nikki Bueller. Hope to see you all again and continue being awesome. Good night.